Hello and welcome back to the channel today. My name is Jo and we'll be doing some seated good morning variations that are amazing for mobilizing the hips and the lower back. This one's very beginner friendly. So without any further ado, we're gonna hop into it. And all you need is something to sit on about the height of a chair. So you could be using a chair. I'm gonna be using a bench today. The lower you get, the more challenging these are gonna be. So I suggest about chair height. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. We're gonna set up on this bench. Feet are gonna come wide, toes are gonna turn out. So your legs are wide. I like this variation because it really does a lot to open up the hips because we're able to do that in an abducted position here with the legs wide. From there, I want you to spread your toes, and the best you can, you're gonna think about spreading your weight evenly into your big toe, into your pinky toe, into your heel. And then from there, we're gonna root those big toes down because the feet are a really important part of this exercise. Hands will come to the hips, shoulder blades are gonna move down and back, and then this is a hip hinge. So you're gonna think about sending your butt back behind you. You're gonna stop at a place where it feels like it's a big stretch for you, thinking about sending your butt back, back, back. And on the way up, and we're still keeping that good shoulder position, shoulders back, spine is long. And on the way up, you're gonna think big toes down, drive the knees out like you could spread the floor beneath your feet. So hips go back, spine stays long, butt goes back, back, back. Stop when you feel a stretch that's good for you. Somewhere around your hips or lower back can be felt here. And then from there, big toes down, spread the floor, knees drive out. Same thing, elbows back, send your hips back. What I don't want is this, so watch my hips. I don't want it to look like my spine is flexing. Can't even do it the wrong way. I don't want it to look like this. So my hips don't move and then my spine bends forward. That's what we're retraining out of. So you're thinking about reaching your butt actively back. Can you bring it farther? Can you bring it even farther as you go down? Again, so we're getting all of that motion is happening through here versus your spine. And then big toes down, knees drive out. You're spreading the floor with your feet. And with the breath, I like to inhale down, exhale, spread that floor. And we can progress this in a couple ways. Once you're feeling that pretty solidly in your hips, you can widen your legs, create a bigger angle. Oh yeah, I can't go near as far. And then we can also even straighten the legs, even having a soft bend or just a little straighter. You'll notice that you can't go back as far without extending at your spine, so that's a really good place to start. For that version, I'll put my heels down and then I'll drive into my heels, knees out. And then we can also load this exercise in a variety of ways. My favorite way is to use a kettlebell or a dumbbell in between the legs. Shoulders will pull back and in, and then same thing. Now we can progressively load this exercise with a weight, but we're still keeping that same form. Butt goes back, 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 spread the floor apart, big toes down, knees drive out. And as you get to the bottom, so we don't want that spine to do the motion, you think about sending your hips back, back, back. And then this is a position where it's okay for the back to arch. You could even think about spreading the glutes because that's how we're gonna open up the hips here. And once we get deeper in this position, the back will have to arch to get more range of motion. That is a safe place to be in here if you have good hamstring and hip mobility like this exercise provides. So hips go back, spread the glutes, send the butt back. And we should really be starting to feel burn in the hamstrings, in the sides of the hips, in the glutes. If you're feeling a lot of back, I want you to start with the body weight versions, find Goldilocks, or that range of motion that feels good in your body and not too intense in the back or in your hips. And then you can work on increasing range of motion to that exercise, trying to arch the back, spread the glutes over time. And eventually, if you'd like to, adding load. So we got all these different versions. And then the next thing we would do is lower the surface. Lower to the ground is going to make it more in the hips. It's gonna require more hip flexion and more hip mobility. So same thing, my legs are wide, my knees are out, the heels are gonna stay down, the toes will lift. You can think about sending the butt back here. And then we could add load there, we could add load right in the middle of the body. We could also try with straighter legs. And you could also try with a height that's more in between this and the bench. You could be a couple more up because this one's a lot more intense. So you could go slowly work your way as low as I am now. And then we could also take the bell behind your head. Shoulders will pull down, your spine is long. You're thinking about softening your rib cage behind you. And then you could send your butt back here, drive into your heels, knees out, working towards some pancake variations. This is an amazing move that stretches out the whole posterior chain, the hips, the lower back, even the back of the shoulders. Even the lats a little bit, I'm feeling. Somewhere in between. This would be increasing range of motion because you're closer towards the floor than the bench. Same thing though, you're thinking about sending your hips back behind you, spreading your glutes, and then you're thinking about spreading the floor. Big toes down, knees drive out. Like I'm doing that guy. I'm thinking about setting the butt back, big toes down, knees drive out, but we're not compromising that spine. You're keeping it really, really long. Awesome. And the goal here with all of these is to find one that feels good in your body, that you're extending your hips behind you at. That's working on the hip hinge. This is a really important movement for modern life. We're teaching our body to be able to move our hips independently of our spine, hip dissociation. This is important because these muscles are a lot better at flexing and extending than your spine is. And doing these regularly can help keep your spine happy, and it can give you good hip, hamstring, and low back mobility. Go ahead and hit me a subscribe if you want more videos like this, and share with your friends who need this exercise today or any day. Happy moving, y'all.